So I decided to do the voiceover again because I think it's easier for the person watching. So here I could see that James had actually changed from the two level 2 parenting skills to this level 2 child skill hobby thing. And I'm not sure what it is, but also I haven't watched his let's play since I don't want to copy anything or derive from it too much. So I will keep the original one being of 2 parenting skill to level up. So I decided to get the vacuum too because, like I said, I like to play with the dust system, actually also laundry, but I don't have the space. So I got that, but before we got to actually use the vacuum, she went into labor. So I decided to go to the hospital for the first child at least to have that little experience, and we did take the dad with us. As you can see, it took such a long time to load this, but I can just say that I am doing the tile up challenge too, and that's why the house will get bigger a lot during this let's play. So I'm doing 2 challenges in one, so to speak. So here she is checking in, and I was so happy that her needs got full when she checked in, because she was having a little bit of trouble with a couple of them. And then we had the baby. I can see the doctor is an elderly woman, and I'm afraid that for the next children they will already be ghosts. So as you can see, it was a boy, and I decided to name him Frederick because it's the first child, so I decided to do something that starts with F. So yeah, here we go, and in 3 days it's going to be his birthday, because of the challenge has to be 3 days. So Monday at 5 a.m. is going to be the moment we will age him up. So for the first time in the house, for the tile up challenge, every time you get a new sim, you get 5 extra tiles in the easy version. I'm doing the easy version, so we can make the house a little bit bigger. I had trouble with this because first I wanted to add to her room, and then I wanted to add to the living room, but in the end I decided to give the child his own space so that he can have his toys later on. And yeah, so while I build, I can just say really quickly that for the tile up challenge, I'm doing the easy version, so it's based on 5 tiles. So I started with 25, and then each time you reach level 5 in a skill, you get 2 tiles, and when you reach level 10, you get an extra 3 tiles. For a new addition to the family, you get 5 tiles, and when they age up, you get 2 tiles each time. Same for job. When you reach level 5 in the job, you get, I think for the job it was 5 each, 5 for level 5 and then 5 for level 10, because to get to level 5 in the career is a little bit harder and takes a little bit more time. Part of the challenge is also that you get, your house gets bigger and you get more bills and stuff. So I think that's a little bit of a more interesting challenge for me personally when I play, so that I have higher bills, and also I start with a really small space and have to make do with how it is. For example, the living room in this let's play has been really small for most of it, and especially when she has the people over from the gathering, from the club, it's so tight and they go everywhere. There's nothing you can do. There's always something blocking the path. So I think it was interesting to do this challenge additionally to the every life stage challenge. So I have been working on the kitchen now. As you can see, it was a little bit tight, but I like that she has the extra space now that's not so tight in where she eats. And also we now finally have space to sit on both sides of the table, because the last time it was a little bit blocked. And yeah, I think that's about it for the building. It does take a little bit longer. So for this part of the challenge, I need to have the baby be 3 days old and for her to be level 2 of the parenting skill. As you can see, that will happen pretty quickly, the parenting skill. But I did make a mistake that I only realized at the end of the Let's Play of this episode, which was that I didn't do the infant challenge for her, so she's not pregnant with the next sim yet. So I think I got that mixed up. I'm not sure what the meaning was, but yeah. So I started taking care of the baby, and then I saw that her needs were low, and I decided to cook. But since I do the simple living lots challenge, so many challenges, it didn't really work because she didn't have anything to cook with. So we did some fruit salad, and her baby daddy called, but he was asking to go on a date with somebody else. And first I wanted to say no, but then I thought about it and said, technically she doesn't want him anymore. So I told him to decide, and then he just called back saying that he did not go. So here I am taking care of the baby again. It was so much crying during this part of the challenge. One thing that I realized is I need to time this a little bit better, because it's a little bit harder than just a speed build, because here stuff happens for really quickly. So he asked to change jobs, and I thought it was okay to say yes, because it doesn't impact as much, and I decided to say yes to the most questions that we get, like pregnancies and whatever. So here I was just again taking care of her needs, and I saw that she was inspired, and I tried writing. First I thought that the best mood to write was focused, but it seems that really it is inspired, because I got that little blue tab when I clicked on the action. So the baby was crying, and I tried something. I tried to finish the book, so I would just let him cry until I got the notification that he was going to be taken away. And it was pretty okay. I got called for 2 different things, but I decided not to go because we have so much to do with the newborn, and I'm not sure I can take him places. And in the challenge it said no nannies, which I wonder what I will do when she goes to work. So I think I will have to work from home every day. The problem with this is that I don't get the promotions. So she got a burnout, and to try to deal with that, I wasn't sure how to do it. I decided to get the pillow for meditation and the yoga mat, and I saw that the yoga mat is -3 for stress. So I thought that this would work well, and I even thought this was working because the moodlet had the little arrows going down, but as you can see, it was actually not. See, she got a brain block instead of a burnout, so it just continued. I took care of the baby a little bit more, and I realized that her food spoiled because I did not put it in the fridge. So I went into the purchase gift space, and I bought a bunch of vegetables, which, no, actually I just bought some apples and mushrooms, and I tried to cook again, which meant that I could only do another fruit salad. So I need to find a way to go shopping as quickly as I can, or a mod that I had that which let me buy things online. You know, she could order food online, and that was really practical. So I might download that, or I just do the, I go to not Country Care, that place, and I go there to that world where they sell the produce. So again, the baby was crying all the time. Her moods right now are actually pretty okay, because it was extremely bad before. Here you can say waited until I got the notification that he was going to be taken away before I went to help Frederick. And here I was just cooking again for him, and it was Akira again 2 times. One, to say that he did not go on the date, and then second, that he got the job, and I checked and it was manual laborer. So again, it was more and more caring for the baby, and then caring for the house a little bit. And Bella did ask us to go paint. I wanted to say yes, but when I clicked on add another sim and I did not see the baby, so I decided to say no and just go with her. The option had disappeared, so we ended up not going, and she reached level 5 in writing. So this meant that I could get 2 more tiles. I did it pretty easily and simple, and just added to 2 tiles for the baby, but then we had more than the 32 tiles, which meant we lost the little bonus for the skill game. Here I decided to clean the house a bit. I had diapers everywhere, I don't know if you just saw in the front yard, it was a lot of it. And then I remembered that she's going back to work soon because the maternity leave was with just 1 day. That's crazy. And like since I live in Europe, our maternity leaves for a lot longer. So I was surprised it was just 1 day. And then I called the club over so that she could do her tasks, which was discuss outfits or discuss fashion. And I added the boost for mental skills since I lost the one from the tiny home boost that we usually get. I had actually done it wrong. I was focusing more on the moodlets than on the skill gain in the club system. So now I will try to focus more on that. And you can see that she completed her work task. So in 2 days she can go to work and hopefully get a promotion. Besides that, she is having a few books, and this Sunday was so extremely long in game. I wanted to be Monday already so that I could get the infant, and it just didn't happen. Every time I checked the clock, it was Sunday. It was Sunday the whole time. So I got a little wastebasket or something to put the diapers in, but I don't think it actually worked. She just threw it in the floor, and there she passed out. Even though I told her to go to bed. I hate when they do this, when you say go to bed and then they just cancel that option and go pass out somewhere else. I was checking how much the rate was where they sleep a lot less, but it's that 5,000, so I have a long way to go. She's getting almost no points to buy the traits, so it was a little bit hard, that part. Nancy asked her out and I said no because I really wanted to take care of the baby, and that's when we got the level 5 here, so I could get another 2 tiles. I was a little bit unsure at first, but as soon as I entered build mode, I saw that it would make a pretty cute corner kitchen, and then I looked for a couch to put on the side there where we have, but I wanted something small, and I ended up going with this half couch, half bench from Fitness Stuff. I mean, it works as a bench, but I think it looks good in the space. It gives a little bit like a breakfast nook kind of sitting area vibe. So I thought that was fine and didn't take too much space. So yeah, the carpet was, the rug was absolutely bad where I had it, but I do change that later on, right now. And I just made her write another book because that's basically her second form of income for now. And it's so hard to write a book with the baby there. So we had Malcolm visit and I just thought I would let him in. First I thought he was already a young adult in my save file, so I thought this could be my next the next baby daddy, but no, he was still a teen. But I had already asked him to come in, so I just left him there. And I thought it would maybe help out, like clean or something, because some Sims do that, but this one really didn't. And here you could see that I was developing the close-knit lifestyle, which basically means that she can hold on to friendships better, like if she doesn't contact them, but she has a harder time making new ones. I decided not to focus. Then we got a call for somebody wanting to make a new friend, and when I just had to go for it, that doesn't really affect us. And like I said, I was trying to say yes to move the world along. And again, it was her life is basically writing, taking care of the baby, her needs, and keeping the house clean until we reach 5 a.m. So not a lot happened. I had that message from Kim saying that she wanted to, that she needed help, but I wasn't really in the mood to go do this extra side quest. And like I said, I am developing her likes organically, so I was really happy when I got the likes writing trait or preference. That was extremely helpful. And here it's like right the time when he can age up. So I decided to spend some more time with him. We got to level 6 parenting, and then I decided that it was time to age him up. He got the weekly trait, but from what I hear, those traits don't change too much in how they behave and how they play. So I decided to change his room. And as I said, when somebody ages up, you get 2 tiles. So his room became a 3x3, which is pretty roomy, until I had to put the big crib and the changing station that took up most of the room. And that's when I realized that we were actually getting pretty tight on money. Her job doesn't give her that much, and I think she has been missing a few days unintentionally. So I was just trying to make it kind of cute and get the basics in. I wanted the new trash can too, but that was just too expensive for what I had probably worked because it snapped in. I was looking for a few extra toys, but I wasn't sure what works with infants. Then I saw this, I'm used to say mobile, but it's a mobile. And I discovered that's not the right one. That's not the one that you build into the crib. So I will change that soon. And I made her write a new book while the baby was playing around. And still, that's my first actual gameplay with the infants. So I will be discovering a bunch of new things. And well, I hope to see you as I make my way over to the third part of this challenge.